My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Samas, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing.
Yeah.
Big serve out wide, and he's got it.
Such a good serve.
And Fergus is correct. No collapse. He does do a little squat. Very different, though. And Sinner doesn't even look mad. He doesn't. He like.
Oh, he looks happy.
Yeah, like this is such a great rivalry. Ooh, Nurlund has a good question.
It's a very healthy rivalry.
I don't know, Nurlund, that this has proven that Carlos is the better server than Sinner. I think that it proves that he is a top 5 server in the world, though, which Sinner also is. And you don't see that from a 6-footer very often. Like typically, it's the taller guys. Look at Alcaraz; he's fired up. I'll tell you this much: if I'm a nightclub in New York City tonight, watch out. We got Donnie T and Alcaraz in town.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. Chose to receive, which I probably wouldn't be advising on these normally quick courts in Turin, and B, when every single game might matter come the end of the group. So losing a set 6-4 might be beneficial compared to 6-3. Jake, you're back. Great. We keep missing you. I think you joined a stream yesterday and were gone within a minute. 30-15 here to Alcaraz after de Minaur went long. I saw Elena Rybakina didn't have a picture taken with the WTA boss. I think it's entirely understandable. That's my take. Done. What do we think about Djokovic as well, pulling out and everything else? Honestly, I don't have a strong view on it. I know some people do, and I understand that. De Minaur, by the way, attacking, and gets to 30 all. But 30 all becomes 40-30. Also, let me know in the live chat your thoughts on the Alcaraz serve. Do we think it's been his biggest improvement of the year? Has Jake gone again? I do hope not. Alcaraz holds for one love. We will also have the Zverev-Shelton match as a watch-along later, so please do join us for that. Do hit the like button and, of course, subscribe if you are new. We have surpassed the 20,000 subscriber mark. We did it last night towards the right at the end of the Djokovic watch-along. So de Minaur serving, lost that service game, one love, got to 30 all, but wasn't able to break. Alcaraz return is going to go long. What were the main reasons, in your opinion, for the Alcaraz loss to Cam Norrie? Just doing schedule for my days off. Schedule? I'm not sure what that means in this context. Anyway, 15 love for de Minaur here. On the forehand of Alcaraz, that was good depth from both players here. Alcaraz with a runaround forehand. Now it's Alcaraz on the slice. Alcaraz running. A smash here for de Minaur. But Alcaraz is back in the rally, thanks partly. But he's dumped a forehand into the net. Seemed to do the hard work. Is it me, or is Alcaraz lacking a bit of confidence right now? Just doing my. I still not sure if I follow, but don't worry. Anyway, good to see you, Jake. Good to see you. Ace from de Minaur. What did you think of the United result performance yesterday, Jake? I'm quietly impressed with this newfound digging deep, strong mentality from the club. Backhand return is going to go long. De Minaur holds to love. Who is the biggest threat to Yannick Sinner at this tournament? I'm not convinced it's Carlos Alcaraz. I'm not convinced it is. It might be Felix Auger-Aliassime or maybe even Zverev. Problem is he's beaten these players quite recently as well, albeit in close-ish affairs. Forehand there for... I think the confidence of Alcaraz right now is a little hit. Strange as it is for someone who's, on the verge of potentially being world number one. But I think that loss to Norrie might have just shaken him a little bit. I felt pretty content at the end. I think there were issues. Again, Sesko. I thought he was pretty poor yesterday. $30-15 here, Alcaraz on his serve. I mean, actually, I think when Sesko came on, that's when things started to go wrong. I mean, Maguire's injury, I think, didn't help. I think it destabilized the back line as well. 2 game points here for Carlos Alcaraz, 40-15. Just coming up to the 10-minute mark. Do check out our ATP Tour Finals preview with Steve Flink, recorded last night. Alcaraz doesn't deal with that, so it's 40-30. I guess as well, when you've got 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 or whatever, but let's go 3-4-3. I think that's probably how the shape is generally. And you're so intent on sticking to that, you can't make big formation changes. Like, United would throw the kitchen sink and we may have just sort of 2 defenders on the pitch and 4 midfielders and a couple of strikers. But you can just make slightly more attacking. So if you've got, let's say, Mazwari as your right wing back and you've got Ahmad on the bench, then I guess that would be one of your changes. De Minaur here pressing, and we get to deuce. Deuce here between de Minaur and Alcaraz. Forehand here, Alcaraz. Look at that lack of confidence on the forehand. Very strange. But anyway, he's got an advantage here because de Minaur's erred by going long. Do hit that like button, by the way, people. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Alcaraz there choosing to come into the net. And cannot put the volley away, so we're back to deuce. Remember, this is a repeat of the Rotterdam final, taking place in similar conditions, at least in terms of it being indoor hard, albeit I think Rotterdam is a bit slower than Turin as a court surface speed. Correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat. And Alcaraz won it in 3 sets. Body serve is good, bringing up advantage. Backhand return from de Minaur is going to go long. And Alcaraz, clenched fist, holds for 2-1. Do we have any strong thoughts on the Djokovic withdrawal, timing, meaning? Maybe we don't. I haven't really given it a huge amount of thought. I mean, it's the rules, isn't it, as well? It's the rules which they are changing, which makes sense, state that after Paris, the Paris Masters, everything stops, and that's when the race ends. Then we don't get this charade. I mean, he wanted to play Athens. He wanted to win a tournament, and he wanted to see the nature of that victory, depending on whether he could make it for Turin. And we saw how it was. A couple of 3-setters, including the final, which was 2 hours and 59 minutes. That's sort of my take. Maybe I'm sitting on the fence. So the number of titles won this year, easily Alcaraz is out in front with 8 titles. Sinner winning 5, but of course missing 3 months of the year through a ban. Fritz with 2. De Minaur has won 1 title, and Zverev has won just 1 title. Zverev's 1 title came in Munich. Fritz's 2 titles. One was in Stuttgart, beating Zverev in the final. And the other one? Not sure. De Minaur's 1 title was in Washington, I would say. Excuse me. So the 1 title I'm missing is Fritz's 2nd title. Alcaraz comes into the net for a volley put away. Love 15. Backhand slice there from Alcaraz. Oh, lovely change of direction from Carlos. And that's going to land long. And Carlos gets to love 30. Doing much better on the de Minaur serve here than the previous game. Someone is in the audience and on their phone. Is that Casper Ruud? Could be. I will come to the live chat in a moment. Forehand here, Alcaraz drop shot. Oh, is marvelous. That was an exquisite drop shot from Carlos Alcaraz, and we get to love 40. First serve goes long from de Minaur. Backhand return from Carlos is pretty good. Forehand here from Alcaraz. Backhand cross court from de Minaur. Forehand de Minaur into the backhand of Carlos. Carlos changes direction. Two incredible backhands, and that one's even better. He breaks for 3-1. How crucial will that be come the end of the match? Yeah. 3-1. De Minaur attacking here, though. Carlos defending, and defending pretty well, actually. But he can't defend that. Love 15. Okay, Alcaraz serve down the tee. It's a good serve down the tee. Is he going to put the +1 away? No, he's not, but it's not going to get punished by de Minaur. 30 love. Backhand cross court, backhand to backhand. Forehand now from Alcaraz into the forehand of de Minaur. Lovely forehand. Oh my goodness me, what a forehand that is from Carlos Alcaraz. 30-15. Such low net clearance there. Jakey boy, you okay? Maybe you're just missing Nurlan and Ghosty. Oh, is that a second serve ace from Alcaraz? I think it was. Okay, no lacking in bravery there. 40-15. And Alcaraz is annoyed with himself after that point. 40-30. Ooh, second serve. 21 minutes on the clock. Forehand here from de Minaur. Backhand from Alcaraz. Forehand from de Minaur. Backhand Alcaraz into the backhand of de Minaur. Slice here from Alcaraz, which I'm not liking very much today, but de Minaur doesn't punish that as he goes long with a forehand and Alcaraz holds for 4-1. Yeah, I think me too. That doesn't mean I don't have any strong opinions, but yeah. In fact, I'm probably relying on my sort of takes and opinions of the sport as a whole, and the spectacular moments and the depressing moments as well, rather than some individual that I'm following. Yeah. That forehand, yeah, was sensational. Okay. Do hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are on 20,020 subscribers. How about that? Do check out as well the interview I did with Steve Flink yesterday. No, don't want that music. Okay, backhand return from Carlos is pretty good. Backhand cross court, de Minaur. Backhand to backhand right now. Good depth from Carlos, but he's being made to run around the court right now. De Minaur pushing him from side to side, but now it's Alcaraz on the attack. Good depth there from de Minaur. Forehand, Alex is going to go long, is it? No, we're still in the rally. Backhand there. Alex de Minaur comes into the net. His volleys are normally pretty good, but that one wasn't one of them, and that backhand cross court pass from Alcaraz was just too good. De Minaur is sort of recreating his volley there, and he's annoyed with himself, and so he should be. To the best of my knowledge, he hasn't. The most recent clash I remember between the two came in Rotterdam. I could be wrong on that, and that was a 3-set win for Alcaraz. No, it's 4-0, the head-to-head. Oh, they played in Barcelona this year as well, but that's clay. These are the 4 matches that the 2 players have played. Backhand here is going to go long from de Minaur, and we're at love 30. A double break for Alcaraz, and you'd think the set is done. No, Jake, but indoor hard does feel like the right scenario for me. Grand Slam, forget it. 5 sets, not happening. But Alcaraz indoor hard, we just don't know which one's going to turn up. Look, he's never made an ATP Tour Finals. He has won a title in Rotterdam this year. He loses to Cam Norrie in Paris, where you would have thought that the surface speed might have suited him a bit more. Love 40, by the way. De Minaur could not deal with that rally tolerance. And it's love 40 here. On the Alcaraz serve. First serve is going to go long. Backhand return is also going to go long. So 15-40. Forehand return from Carlos into the forehand of de Minaur. That's a really good forehand that Carlos can't deal with. 30-40. 1 break point, 2 break points saved, 1 to go. Okay. First serve, backhand return. Forehand from de Minaur is a really good one. But what about that defense from Carlos? He can't defend that one, though. But that first shot defended was incredible. Deuce. Okay. First serve down the tee. Sorry, down out wide. Alcaraz is in trouble here in this point. He puts a backhand into the net. And from love 40, de Minaur's won 4 points in a row. So he has an advantage and a game point. De Minaur holds 4-2. Excuse me. "28 minutes on the clock, 4-2. But it could have been a lot worse for Alex de Minaur. Okay, 15 all here on the Alcaraz serve. How many sets has de Minaur taken off Carlos? 1, 2. 2 in their 4 matches. They've not played at a Grand Slam yet. But as I say, I think in all the Grand Slams, even Australia, I'd probably favour Carlos in something like 4 sets. Okay, 30-15 here, Carlos. On his serve at 4-2. 4-2. Get voting in our poll, by the way. Who will win this encounter between Alcaraz and de Minaur? Here we go, Alcaraz on the attack, comes into the net, but that's not the perfect volley from Carlos. Now he's going to have a smash, but he's not put the smash away, but he should put the forehand away. But what's he doing there? What are you doing there, Carlos? You've got to be going in the opposite direction. Anyway, he puts it out, and we've got a break point here for Alex de Minaur. I don't know about lightning quick because they've slowed down over the years, Matthew, compared to when the tournament first moved to Turin in 2022. but quick. Quicker than Paris Bercy, or Paris Masters, I should say. Second serve here for de Minaur to look at. Backhand return. Forehand from Carlos. That was a timid forehand from Carlos. Run around forehand here, but I think Carlos is in a bit of... No, he's not. De Minaur's let him off the hook. Now he can attack this forehand. He's got another smash. Doesn't... Oh, he does put it away. That was a harder smash than the previous one. Deuce. What do we think about this de Minaur picture, by the way? He looks about 8 years old in this Google picture. Forehand return is pretty good. Alcaraz there with an interesting drop shot. He can't defend that. We're going to have another break point for Alex de Minaur. "33 minutes on the clock." Honestly, I don't think there's anything that can really probably help Musetti to qualify. Alcaraz is broken. Puts a forehand into the net. And just think about that Cam Norrie clash. He was up a set, looking pretty comfortable. Everything going to plan. He was close to getting a double break here in that previous game. Is this the famous Alcaraz concentration going for a wander? Not sure. Difficult to tell. But he did seem to lose concentration on at least one of those points when it was basically just so easy for him to win, and some of his shot selections were a little bit unusual. Let's hit that like button, people. Let's get to 20 likes as soon as possible. Also get voting in our poll. I see 80% have voted for Alcaraz so far. 20% therefore, if you do the maths, have voted for Alex de Minaur. And the votes are trickling in now. 83% Alcaraz. I'm back down to 80. No, 83% Alcaraz is that. So, de Minaur to serve here at 3-4. It's never a break until you consolidate. But it is 15 love here on the de Minaur serve. And he's raced into a 40 love lead pretty quickly there with some pretty good serving, or at least serving that Alcaraz could not deal with. 40-15. Go to 40-30. Backhand here, cross court, backhand to backhand. That's on the forehand of Carlos, moving de Minaur around, but de Minaur dealing with it. These are two of the quickest players on the ATP Tour fight, by the way. Alcaraz goes long with a forehand, and it's 4-all. Has a chance there. Good serve down the tee from Carlos. Ooh, but that drive volley is going to clip the net and go long. Love 15. $15-all. Down the tee serve there from Alcaraz. It's helped him get in charge of this rally, but excellent defense from de Minaur. We're almost at neutral here. Forehand there from Alcaraz goes into the net, 30-all. First serve clips the net and goes long. So volley here from Alcaraz is exquisite, that volley. And it's 40-30. Forehand there clips the net. Oh, lucky Carlos. Very lucky. Dead net cord. 5-4. Okay, let's take a quick break and then we'll be back. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watchalongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis indeed. De Minaur serving here to stay in the set. So a little pressure moment for the Australian. Becomes 15 all. An ace down the tee becomes 30-15. Backhand return from Carlos. Backhand from De Minaur. Forehand cross court from Carlos. Forehand from De Minaur is going to go long. 30 all. That serve out wide is an ace. It looked like it landed out, but anyway, it is what it is. An ace and therefore 40-30. Another good serve there from De Minaur, but it's a really good return from Alcaraz given the circumstances. Good depth there from Carlos. Drop shot Carlos is not going to work. 5 all. Backhand return. Backhand from Carlos into the backhand of de Minaur, which is going to be missed, and it's 15 love. Rebecca Sabalenka match yesterday. I don't necessarily think it was one of their better encounters. It wasn't quite hitting the heights of their clash in Australia, for example. Rebecca once again brought the serve. I tell you what was firing, though. Two things about Rebecca. The forehand was wildly good. I mean, I've always known that she's, a good shot maker, but the forehand yesterday, there was so much confidence there, so much certainty from her on that side that it was very difficult for Arena to live with. Now, Arena, I think post-match kind of sort of said every dog has their day. That's a comment that she didn't make publicly, by the way. I want to say that it was a lip reader said that they recognized that she said that. But anyway, and yeah, that's that. Sabalenka, probably didn't have the best returning day. Rebecca's serve was still fire as it has been throughout the tournament at the WTA Tour Finals. And the other thing from Rebecca was she cut out the unforced errors. Remember that she hit 67 unforced errors over 3 sets against Pegula. I don't know what the stats were at the end, but I'm sure it was way, way down compared to that. Alcaraz 40-15 here after a serve +1 winner. Alcaraz serve volley. Oh my goodness me, this is an incredible point, and one that maybe de Minaur feel as though he should have won. But Alcaraz is the one who's the victor. Arguably point of the match. 6-5. Of course, a lot of the drama, though, yesterday was in Athens. Lorenzo Musetti wins the first set. Djokovic fights back. Djokovic goes up a break in the deciding set, cedes that break after an epic service game. Djokovic goes up another break, serves for the match, can't serve it out, breaks Musetti again, and then eventually serves it out at the second time of asking. Okay, players returning to the court. De Minaur once again serving to stay in the set. He was down a break, of course, de Minaur, losing 4-1. And at 4-1, he nearly went down a double break. He was love 40 on his serve before winning 5 points in a row. And then he broke Carlos. And then here we are, on serve at 5-6. Hey, Gene. Matthew, yeah, can't wait to see that connection, yeah. Yes, she is very random. Yeah. I mean, she hasn't been in a big final since Miami of last year. Kind of remarkable that Mira Andreeva can win 2 1000s and not qualify. And Rybakina doesn't make one single big final all year, and she's there. Loose forehand there from Alcaraz, and it's 30 love. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Rotterdam final was intriguing, wasn't it? He has since 4-1 for sure. I'd even say in the first 2 games when they got to 1-1 as well was a little off from him, but then he went on a surge for 3 games. I think at the beginning of the match, he was lacking a bit of confidence on the forehand, which was kind of reminiscent of Alcaraz from, when was it? Maybe 18 months ago, going into Indian Wells, was it? 18 months ago that he hadn't won a title for about 6 months or something. Drop shot Alcaraz, that's not going to be good enough. Ooh, but de Minaur gave Alcaraz a chance there to get back in the point, but it didn't happen, and he holds. It's 6-all, and we're into a tie break. Everyone, please do hit that like button, by the way. By the way, do join the Discord chat to talk to other tennis fans who are all part of the Talking Tennis community. Forehand here from Alcaraz is pretty good. We're in the tiebreak here, and de Minaur goes long, so it's 1-0 Alcaraz. I think he will get better next year. And I don't think it's anything about figuring him out. It's not like he's like coming into these matches and surprising everyone with some tactics or just him being a surprise on the tour. I think we know what we're going to get. But I think he can make some improvements, and he will, and he is. I think he could be top 20 at some point next year. Could be. The other big problem, though, he's going to have, though, is surfaces. You know, clay and then grass. He will kind of disappear. I was disappointed he didn't have a better North American hardcourt swing. 2-1 to de Minaur here, by the way. After Alcaraz goes long on the return. Backhand return after a body serve from Carlos. Slice there from Alcaraz. Slice from de Minaur. Forehand from Alcaraz. Backhand to backhand right now. Carlos goes into the net with a backhand. 3-1. Yeah. Alcaraz serving here. Down the tee. It's a good serve down the tee. It's going to be an easy smash, which Alcaraz puts away for 2-3. Oh, lovely from Carlos. 3-all. That was a beautiful touch. Remember, the head-to-head is 4-0 for Alcaraz. Their most recent clash coming in Barcelona. I actually don't remember that match. It was a straight sets win for Carlos, 7-5, 6-3. Of course, that's the tournament that Carlos got to the final of before losing to Holger Rune. Albeit, I think Alcaraz was struggling physically in the second set. I think it was a straight sets win, wasn't it, for Holger in the end? Yeah, it was, yeah. Oh, good serve +1 there for de Minaur, 4-3. As you can see, everyone, we passed the 20,000 subscriber mark yesterday. de Minaur 5-3 here, by the way. We will have WTA Weekly tonight, by the way. With Gil Gross joining Nick. That is going to be, I think, around about 10 or 11 p.m. Let me just check. Yeah, 11 p.m. UK time, midnight Central European time. Good smash there from Alcaraz. 5-all, showing his athleticism. Forehand return from Carlos into the forehand of de Minaur, which goes into the net. We've got a set point here for Carlos Alcaraz. Second serve here for Alcaraz, 6-5. This, by the way, this tiebreak has had de Minaur pretty much leading it from start to finish, but right at the moment, it's Alcaraz who's got the chance with the set point on his serve. But they're into the rally, backhand to backhand. Carlos Alcaraz with a forehand. He's got it! And he screams with delight. Vamos, he says. 7-6. He wins that tiebreak. That did turn around quickly. 5-3 quickly to 7-5. And Alcaraz wins the first set. Was looking in a lot of trouble during that tiebreak until 5-3. Yeah, so do join Nick and Gil Gross. Big opportunity indeed, Gene. Agree. For WTA Weekly. Have a look at the stats from that set. First serve in for Alcaraz, 60%. First serve points won. He actually won more points on his second serve. First serve points won 61%, second serve 63%. De Minaur, second serve points won 44%. I think on your second serve, you still want to be getting over 50, right? All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back for the second set. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back with a bang. De Minaur serving here, love 40. Backhand return, backhand to backhand right now. Slice from Alcaraz, forehand from De Minaur. That's not good enough. But that backhand winner down the line from Carlos Alcaraz is sensational. What do we expect from Zverev Shelton? Good question, because I think there's doubts regarding both players. Both players have doubts on him. Zverev, let's start with him. 6-love, 6-1 semi-final loss to Yannick Sinner in Paris last week. But there appeared to be an ankle issue, an ankle injury that hampered him severely in that match. At least that's what he cited afterwards. So, yeah, that's where we're at with Zverev. I think a fully fit Zverev could make the final, you know? And therefore, fully fit Zverev probably beats Shelton. However, when it comes to Shelton, this tournament, I feel, in many respects, is just coming a little bit too early for him in terms of making a big... got to be... big impression. I think too early in his career trajectory. I think next year is going to be more of a year when he's an established top 5 player. And I just wonder if he's going to handle things here at his first, obviously, ATP Tour Finals. Backhand slice there from Alcaraz goes into the net. Just love 30. And the injury that he got in New York, I think he's still just feeling his way back for that. So I just think probably overall, I'm probably erring more towards Zverev, assuming he's fit. That's my take. But it could be a 3-setter, and it could be a lot of fun, especially if Ben brings it. Okay, love 30 here. Second serve for De Minaur to look at. Backhand return. Backhand now to backhand. Alcaraz here on the backhand as well, but he's gone long, and it's love 40. So that was quick as well. Yeah, Xerxes, I don't think was going to be providing any solutions yesterday. Body serve here from Alcaraz. Alcaraz could have come into the net there, and that hesitancy might just cost him. We'll see. Oh, passing shot, but that was a very makeable volley from Alex de Minaur. And I would really put Alex de Minaur in the elite category for volleys, and yet that was a poor one. 15-40. Is everyone with me on that in terms of de Minaur and volleying? You've seen my stand-up. Good. Have you just seen it or you saw it a while ago? Forehand return from de Minaur is pretty, not bad. Oh, Alcaraz on the backhand, clips the net and goes wide. We're back on serve, 1-1. Oh, about 5-6 months ago. Okay. So yeah, WTA Weekly this evening with Nick and Gil Gross. Do tune in for that. Forehand cross court from de Minaur is electric. Slices here from both players. Has a good slice there from de Minaur. But Alex Alcaraz is on the attack. Can he put that volley away? Yes, he can. 15 all. I said, Jake, that I thought that he was elite in the volleying department. But that volley that we saw in the previous game was anything but elite. Who are the best volleyers on the men's tour? I mean, we don't get to see many volleyers anymore because we don't see them. I mean, Alcaraz is obviously exceptional, but we don't see players coming to the net as often as we used to. So the Henmans and the Beckers and the Edbergs. Oh, Alcaraz, that's a loose forehand return, and it's 15 all. I do think that de Minaur, if there's a Grand Slam in him, it probably is Wimbledon. Just because of one or two less opponents for him to go through. You know, Zverev and Medvedev, and I mean, I know Medvedev has been in some semi-finals there, but de Minaur goes long with that forehand, so it's 30 all. You know, who are threats on a hard court that suddenly aren't on grass? And it might just give him a chance of beating Yannick or Carlos, maybe. Carlos, I think, probably slightly more than Yannick, but Jake's Takes. I'm just wondering, you know, Jake's Takes, that sounds like a really good show or a good podcast or a good weekly blog. Jake's Takes. Oh, lovely forehand there from Alcaraz. Break point, Carlos. Are we going to get our third break in a row? It's almost a cup of tea time, I think. Good serve there from de Minaur, but de Minaur's in no man's land, and he's punished. Alcaraz breaks with a sensational backhand down the line. That has been a good trick for him today. Taking that backhand early and attacking down the line. 2-1 now for Alcaraz. So a serve and a break advantage restored. There's a sign for Yannick Sinner there in German. We love you, it says. People's reaction when they're on TV, look. And it doesn't matter if they're 6 years old or 60 years old. Someone there with a Carlos t-shirt. Okay, we're into the rally here. And it's 15 love. Good serve down the tee, 30 love. Fifth ace there for Alcaraz in this match. 4 off the racket of de Minaur thus far. Backhand there from Alcaraz is too good, and it's 40 love. Now is Alcaraz going to consolidate that break? Team Alcaraz not looking overly content, but anyway. Second serve here for de Minaur to look at on the Alcaraz serve. Down the tee, forehand return is going to go long, and Alcaraz holds for 3-1. Decent return. Slice here from Alcaraz. Forehand from de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz. Got good depth on it, and de Minaur puts his forehand into the net. Love 15. Following a similar pattern to the first set. Remember when Alcaraz led by a break and then actually was threatening a double break, but wasn't able to get that double break despite having love 40 on the de Minaur serve. And suddenly Alcaraz got broken, and before you know it, we were in a tie break, and he was down in the tie break. Anyway, good forehand there from de Minaur. Run around forehand now. He's on the attack, but so is Alcaraz fighting back. What a forehand that is, though, from de Minaur. 15 all. Oof. Good question. I think it's a little easier to go with this group than the other one in that respect. I feel as though Fritz is probably the second favorite, right? I mean, I don't see Musetti qualifying. I'm not even sure if he'll win a match. I think he might be the sort of Jasmine Paolini of this tournament in the way that Paolini was struggling physically, but also wasn't able to win a set at the WTA Tour Finals. Backhand slice there from both players here. 15-30, by the way. Alcaraz hit. Oh, another sensational backhand up the line from Alcaraz. I think he might have got a net cord going his way during that point, which is why he stuck his hand out in an apology. But I don't think he mishit this backhand. Let's have a look. I mean, I think it was just a really, really good backhand down the line, which again, so effective for Carlos today. And it's 15-40, threatening the double break. Jake, why do you ask if you could ask a question? You, of course, just ask. Okay, de Minaur serving. Down the tee, backhand return. Forehand de Minaur. Forehand Alcaraz, winner. There you go. that surely is the match. 7-6, 4-1 with a double break. And I'm going to make a quick cup of tea, and I look forward to seeing Jake's question when I return. Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks, including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material, such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you hit that subscribe button, that number there will tick over as well. Okay, 15 love here on the Alcaraz serve. I think you're suggesting that he's not sort of rated super highly. And maybe doesn't quite get the respect of someone like Alcaraz or Sinner, but you know, you could apply that to a lot of players, no? You could apply that to Taylor Fritz, perhaps. You could apply it to Casper Ruud for sure. Yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion. I mean, I certainly don't have a strong opinion on it because I think it's his personality more than, for me personally, I don't think he could be a super, super funny top bloke, but for me, there's something about his personality that I find not so endearing. Right, my tea is just boiled, so I'll be back in 30 seconds. Nice cup of tea. So, yeah, I do think there's a lot of opinions that we can gauge and gather from social media, but it might just be one or two people that are airing those opinions, and in our minds it might seem it's elevated to a much greater level, but I don't think there's a lot of super strong opinions about de Minaur and how he's viewed amongst tennis fans. I mean, it's just a case of Australians support him, non-Australians probably don't. Alcaraz comes into the net here. That volley's probably not going to be good enough. De Minaur with his speed runs it down. Oh, but that was a really good effort at a pass from Alcaraz, and de Minaur gets his racket on it, and that's enough to win the point, 30-40. It is a late one. It will be 11 o'clock in the UK, but if you could join us for WTA Weekly, where Nick will be speaking to Gil Gross to look back on the WTA Tour Finals. Probably have a little eye on 2026 as well. Good serve there from Alcaraz. And we get to deuce. We also have a watch along for that as well. So we've got two more live streams today, Jake. We'll have Shelton against Zverev at 7:30 UK, 8:30 Central European time. Oh, good forehand there from de Minaur. Lovely forehand there from de Minaur, but what defending from Alcaraz. Alcaraz defending so quick, so unbelievable. Sensational Alcaraz. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable speed, unbelievable athleticism, unbelievable shot making. Break, or game point, I should say. This is just a whole serve from Carlos Alcaraz. Just wow, people. Just wow. By the way, we had a huge audience yesterday for the Djokovic-Musetti match. Good serve down the tee from Alcaraz, and it's 5-1. Forehand to forehand right now. Net cord there, going the way. Oh, forehand into the net from Alcaraz. 30 love. Backhand there into the net for 40 love. Forehand return from Alcaraz is pretty good. 40-15. Forehand here from Alcaraz into the forehand of de Minaur. Forehand to forehand right now. Now it's a runaround forehand for Alcaraz that goes into the net. 5-2. So, change of ends. De Minaur desperate for a change of fortunes. Change of fortune. Okay, Alcaraz here serving for the match at 5-2. Backhand return, forehand from Alcaraz, forehand De Minaur, backhand from Alcaraz into the forehand of De Minaur. Alcaraz trying to just change the direction up a little bit. He's now going to attack. He's going to go into the net. He's not going to put this volley away. I think De Minaur's going to punish him. He does. Love 15. See you soon, Jake. Rest well. This match could be about to finish. Alcaraz serves, backhand return, forehand Alcaraz. Alcaraz comes into the net. He's going to have a smash, but it's not going to be an easy one because it's gone back to the baseline. But what about that smash from Alcaraz? I remember him doing a similar one in the US Open final against Sinner that was, equally sensational, maybe even more so. Sinner, I think, was an outright winner as well. 15 all. Second serve here. Ooh, double fault. $30 all. Unreturned serve, 40-30. Ooh, Alcaraz goes long, deuce. Backhand cross court. Backhand to backhand right now. Clips the net there. Forehand to forehand. Alcaraz, another net cord. If he wins this point, I think there'll be a big apology. But he's doing well. He's just changing direction. Alcaraz can't put that backhand into the net. De Minaur sticks his arms out like, listen, Alcaraz is amazing. We don't have to put luck on his side as well. But I think he got a little bit there, Carlos. And we have a match point. Backhand return. Forehand from Carlos is really good, but it's not won the point yet. Now De Minaur fighting back. Good depth from Alex. Good depth from both players here. Oh, backhand cross-court winner. Wow, Carlos Alcaraz. Just wow. That second set was Carlos at his best. He wins in straight sets. 7-6, 6-2, and arguably has 1 foot already in the semi-finals. De Minaur probably going to have to win both his next 2 matches to give himself a reasonable chance of qualifying, especially as he lost in straight sets. And it's Alcaraz who takes the plaudits. Let's talk about the match quickly. Alcaraz goes up a break, leads 4-1 in the first set, has a chance for a double break when he's love 40 on the De Minaur serve. But, as can happen with Alcaraz, the mind went wandering. There was a couple of strange choices in terms of shot selection. We get De Minaur holds, then breaks back. We're on serve, charging towards a tie break. De Minaur takes an early lead in that tie break and doesn't let it go until we get to 5-3. And then somehow Alcaraz pulls it out of the bag and wins 4 points in a row to seal the first set. The second set, we had 3 consecutive breaks of serve, which then saw Alcaraz up a break. But now we're seeing Alcaraz taking the backhand early, changing direction, going down the line. Unbelievable shot making from Carlos. He gets a double break advantage, has to fend off a break point when he's trying to serve it out, but ultimately gets over the line. 7-6, 6-2. Very impressive, that second set from Carlos. Do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. We'll probably just hear from Carlos before we bring this stream to an end. Let me know whether you think Carlos is going to progress from this group, either as the group winner or runner-up. Maybe even also let me know in the comments below as to who you think is going to take the title in Turin. Is it just Sinner against the rest? Is it that clear? Well, we're about to find out. Let's hear what Carlos has got to say anyway, as he just changes his shoes. Just probably something slightly more comfortable. Of course, he is pursuing the world number 1 as well, which I think he will get if he wins 3 matches in Turin, the world number 1 year end. Sinner took it back from him in Paris by winning the title there. But he has got a big shot, Carlos. 2 more match wins, I think, seals the deal in that respect. Just looking at some of the stats, by the way. Alcaraz, 32 winners today to 28 unforced errors. De Minaur, 12 winners to 17 unforced errors. I think you really want to be hitting more winners than unforced errors, don't you? And so De Minaur in that category. I think he'll be a little disappointed. There were a few net cords as well that went against Alex. And as Alex lamented there, it's like, you know, Alcaraz is arguably the best player in the world. We don't need to be giving him net cords as well. 11 backhand winners from Alcaraz today. I think the backhand was sensational at times. It was a forehand winner that got the deal done. But by the way, De Minaur winning 43% on the Alcaraz second serve. That is not really good enough. And De Minaur as well, first serves in for 52%. You're going to be struggling to hold serve when you're getting just 52% of your first serves in and you're winning just 43% of your second serve points. Maybe we'll have a quick look at the Twitter sphere. We're going to actually, here's Alcaraz talking. No. Okay. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the Twitter's responses and reactions before we bring this live stream to an end. Of course, we will have live coverage of Alexander Zverev against Ben Shelton coming up shortly, or a little bit later on, 8:30 local time, 7:30, that'll be in the UK, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, and 11:30 in the morning Pacific Time. We will also have Gil Gross on WTA Weekly later on as well. That's going to be at 11 p.m. UK, midnight Central European Time, as Gil reflects on the WTA Tour Finals and the title that went the way of Elena Rybakina. But that is all to come. Let's just have a quick look to see what's going on regarding Alcaraz's win today on social media. Casper Rudier in the audience. He's the second alternate in Turin. But yeah. Oh, actually, I think I've got to do my maths again. No, yeah. Alcaraz, by the way, is going to be world number 1 tomorrow. That's Monday, after his first match here in Turin that saw him beat de Minaur 7-6, 6-2. He is 2 wins away, as I thought, from year-end number 1. This is 14th top 10 win of the year, and the first time he wins his first round-robin match at this event. Of course, it is his, I'm going to say his 3rd appearance, maybe, in Turin. 2022... Was he there in 22 or did he get injured? Actually, he might have been injured for 2022. He's definitely there 23 and 24. 23, I think he made the semis. 24, he went out in the group stage. Anyway, that brings this stream to an end. Thanks for joining, and you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.